This is an apparent scheme that attorneys say cost taxpayers billions of dollars, targeted thousands of Native Americans, and that advocates and attorneys claim may have left as many as 2,000 people missing or dead. Tonight, we are beginning a special three-part NewsNation investigation. Our senior national correspondent, Brian Entin, traveled to Arizona, spoke with the families, the survivors, the advocates, the attorneys at the center of this entire alleged crisis. Part one of this investigation focuses on the victims, their stories, the devastating human toll behind an alleged multi-billion-dollar Medicaid fraud scheme. Brian Entin joins us now live. Brian, good to see you. What did you find out?
Yeah, it was shocking, Jesse. I mean, I knew that when we went there, we were going to meet with victims and we were going to get a look at what was going on, but I had no idea what we would see, what happened to these Native Americans, literally plucked off of the reservation, put into white vans, and then they basically milked them to get money from the Medicaid system. Take a look.
It started with my cousin when she went missing, but
after Reva Stewart's cousin vanished, she started investigating and following the mysterious white vans picking up Native Americans in Arizona.
Because a lot of them would park here and they would get dropped off here. I'm going to go this way because I know a lot of them come this way.
The vans frequent Indian reservations and circle the Phoenix Indian Medical Center. They're sent by sober homes, promising to help struggling Native Americans, but doing the opposite. So they would take you in the van, take you to the rehab, and then give you more drugs?
Yes, yes.
Why is that?
To keep you there. To keep you there in the house. We had so many people.
So they wanted you to stay addicted?
Yes, they want you to stay addicted because then you are now feeling, okay, well, they're going to let me continue to stay here for free, and all I have to do is just be here.
Reva says the sober homes locked the Native Americans inside, like a prison, some even with barbed wire so they couldn't get out, and then started billing Medicaid through the state agency Access. She says the fraudsters were mostly Nigerians, Somalians, and Rwandans. Some made hundreds of millions of dollars despite the death and torture.
A couple of our women that I know of that I took reports were impregnated by their the managers of the house.
Nigerians?
Yes. So we know of one young lady, they kept her baby. We don't know where her baby is to this day.
Reva has documented hundreds of cases in her files.
Yeah, FBI Access.
She was crying for help. She said they were giving them drugs and they were raping them.
Angel Cruz's daughter Mackenzie was a victim of the state's sober home crisis. An addict, she wanted help, and Mackenzie was taken from her home on the Hopi Indian Reservation to Phoenix to a sober house. Do you think she was being held against her will?
Yes, definitely, because she told a friend that she was trying to get away from there. She was trying to leave.
Mackenzie ended up dead. Her mom was told she was hit by a car, but the full story has never surfaced. Stories like hers are endless.
She was in ICU and she was still unconscious. We didn't know, they didn't know how severe it was.
Shayla Honiamtewa's sister, Randy, went into a sober home for help, but she overdosed in the very house where she was supposed to be getting treatment. Now she lives in a vegetative state.
It's hard to see my sister like that, and she's my sister, somebody you grew up with. Then hearing stories of other relatives that they were like kidnapped, taken there, and a lot of people lost their lives.
Well, I've been to 11 sober living homes and about 7 IOP programs.
11 sober living homes?
Yes.
And how many of them were legit?
None.
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 Raquel Moody and her brother were in and out of sober homes. The owners target Native Americans like Raquel because they can bill Medicaid up to $8,000 a day. How much do you think they made off you?
Millions.
Millions off you?
I think so.
With so much money at stake, Reva says her life is in danger for investigating. Her tires were all slashed, and late one night, she believes one of the Nigerian workers attempted to abduct her.
This is my my gun here.
So you have this with you all the time?
I have this one, and then I have my other MP380 EZ that I don't let no one see that one. So
It's a shame you have to live like that just because of what you're looking into.
yeah. So I basically carry two, but one is where I'm able to access it. It's unfortunate because greed takes precedent over somebody's lives.
Greed.
Greed. And these people are greedy. So many of these people took the money and they didn't care. They didn't care about the people, with the amount of people that have died in these homes.
So this is a cemetery.
Yes.
This is not what I would have expected.
The death is on full display at this county cemetery outside Phoenix.
But this is how they're identified with these pipes.
No tombstones, instead, just a PVC pipe and a brick. There are thousands of them.
A lot of them were kicked out of these homes without IDs, any kind of information. So if they died on the street, they're unidentified. They become that John Jane Doe.
So they don't even get a tombstone?
Nothing. They're cremated and they're buried here. And what's unfortunate is with our tribes, our native tribes, you're not supposed to be cremated. So a lot of them are cremated and brought here. And, you know, it's really unfortunate.
So much death and suffering, and these families say there has been no accountability from the state that for years funded the programs.
The stories are just heartbreaking and shocking, and there's actually a team of lawyers here in Phoenix we're going to go meet up with who say they have roughly 7,000 clients, all in a similar situation.
So you said they just kidnapped these people.
Attorneys John Brewer and Dane Wood say the fraud totals $3 billion. But for them, it's less about stolen money. It's about stolen lives. The state or the federal government has yet to charge anyone for the countless rapes, beatings, and deaths, they say.
It was kidnapping. They called it. It became so prevalent that everybody in the Native American communities were knowing it was happening, calling it the white van syndrome, because these white vans were at parks, they were at convenience stores, they were everywhere picking people up. And then what happened was, as John mentioned, they needed the bodies in these sober living programs, and they fed them alcohol and drugs in there to keep them under their control. And the state knew this going back to 2019. And so that they could keep them addicted and keep billing longer, and then these people, in most instances, wouldn't even know where they're at, let alone the name of a provider.
Yeah, so they called it the white van syndrome, Jesse. It's interesting. It's not really a secret when you talk to people on and around the reservations. They knew that this was happening, that it's still happening to a certain extent. And we went out to that graveyard, and you see the markers there. There's not even names on some of them, just John Doe. Some of the victims are still unidentified, which is just heartbreaking, Jesse.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's shocking, to say the least. One of the things that stood out to me when we first started covering this, and when we spoke to those lawyers and hearing you on the ground there, it feels very well organized. Is that what it seems this organization is? It's very well organized?
Yeah, it was very, very organized, and there was a lot of money to be made. I mean, some of these sober houses and sort of fake rehabs made up to $650 million just per establishment. The state has really started to crack down on the financial element of this, but the concern among the Native Americans I spoke to in the community is that while there have been financial crimes charged, there's been no human trafficking charges, there's been no murder charges, there have been no rape charges, and there are still people missing. We got a statement from the state. I want to read part of it to you, Jesse. It says, "We recognize the pain and suffering caused by behavioral health fraud and abuse, including the significant impact this crisis has had on tribal nations and vulnerable people across Arizona. AHCCCS, which is the state agency employees, work every day to deliver health care to Arizonans and played a critical role in uncovering and addressing the behavioral health fraud scheme. Since 2023, the Hobbs administration has cracked down on the extensive fraud that occurred during the previous administration and exploited vulnerable Arizonans under the governor's leadership. They've launched an aggressive enforcement response in partnership, and then there's all the agencies helping: FBI, IRS, DOJ, the list goes on. Sending referrals have resulted in at least 180 indictments from the Attorney General." So the current governor trying to say that things have improved, but again, you talk to the lawyers, you talk to the victims, Jesse, and they think there should be more criminal charges beyond just the financial charges.
And they say very few people actually ended up prison, and they say the fraud's still happening. Real quick, 20 seconds, what can we expect for tomorrow, part 2?
So tomorrow is really mind-blowing. We talked to a whistleblower who actually worked for the state, a physician who was on the inside, and explains why she believes the state turned the other way, and then also someone who worked inside one of the sober homes. And I mean, the stories are just, they literally would allegedly drug the people and give them alcohol inside the sober house where they're supposed to be giving them help, just so that they would stay and they could continue to bill $8,000 a day.
Or people who had no addiction whatsoever and then got addicted.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.